Hi there. My name's Drew, and I live in this tiny house with my wife and our 2-year-old daughter. Now, I know what you might be thinking, and yes, we are slightly crazy for living in such a small space with a toddler, but in our defense, she knew what she was getting into the moment she met us.
Don't you want to play with us? Come on.
Hey,
Come
we're
on,
so cool.
We're cool parents. Hey.
Now she falls asleep.
Squishy. Okay.
We are located in Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania, and have lived here now for 3 years. And I just wanted to share a little backstory as to how we ended up here. 10 years ago, I graduated college with no clear path or idea of what I wanted to do with my life. I started wondering why I was doing these things I didn't really want to do that were making me so unhappy. I bounced from job to job until I had enough of the daily grind and took a bit of a lifetime out by traveling solo to Mexico. Probably one of the best decisions I ever made. It was there that I learned to embrace the value and inner peace that comes from slowing down and living intentionally. When I came home a couple months later, I met Stephanie, and I quickly realized how easy life can be when you find the right partner to share your life with. Quickly after we met, things just started moving very fast. Right away, we started building the life that we wanted for ourselves. And the life we wanted involved us living on our own and out of our parents' basement. But stuck with student loan debt and low-paying jobs, we decided to pursue a path slightly different than the norm. We were excited to find this property because it had all of the hookups we needed for our tiny house. But we also knew we'd have to remove an old mobile home to make room for our tiny house. Something that sounded easy in our minds but ended up being more work than we ever imagined. But eventually we got it all done and created our own little haven we now call home. And just when we thought we had tiny house living figured out, our daughter Lucy came along and created some new challenges for us. The tiny house life is all she's ever known, and I don't think she has too many complaints so far. So we scaled back our expenses to the max, and eventually reached the point where I was even able to leave my job to stay at home to care for our daughter. And we're supporting ourselves now on one small income, thanks to this tiny thing. And I'm so proud of that because we created this life we wanted for ourselves with hard work and dedication, and I want to show others that they could do it too. Even though it is actually the opposite of what we're taught from a young age, the truth is, you can live a happy life with less stuff and less money. A lot less, actually. And that doesn't mean you have to do something as drastic as this, living in a tiny house. You could also try living in an RV or a van, or maybe just live in a smaller house or apartment than you're accustomed to. Or you could simply stop the needless spending on all those things the commercials and everyone is telling you to buy. You just don't need it. In fact, you're probably better off without it. And at the end of the day, you could live arguably a better life with less. And I want to share different ways and strategies you can do that. Okay, so our main goal here is to become as self-sufficient as possible, and we're going to attempt to do that by growing more of our food and building a lot of things on our own to save money as we attempt the never-ending process of becoming debt-free. And I'll be the first to admit, we honestly don't know what we're doing most of the time. But I don't think that should stop anyone from going after what they really want. We're learning as we go, and we will be sharing our success as well as our mistakes along the way. And maybe one day we'll even reach the point that we could call ourselves an actual homestead. I don't know about you guys, but I spent the majority of my life limiting myself. Basically telling myself, you can't do that, or don't even bother. And I never really knew what I was capable of. Yet, I had this thing bottled up inside me that was screaming to get out and show the world it had more to offer. But then something happened in the past year when my grandmother suddenly passed away, and it really hit me hard. It's a grave thing to think about, but really, who knows how much time we have left in this world? The truth is, everything could just be taken away from us at any moment. Life is short, so don't waste any more time stuck in those negative thought patterns. Get out there and make some magic happen. And that's all I have left for today. Please like this video and give it a thumbs up, because I heard that robots that run YouTube like that sort of thing, and it will help out our channel. And please feel free to leave a comment with any questions or suggestions you might be interested to hear about in upcoming videos. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.